can present matchup problems for opposing teams.
Well, you think about the two critical positions, a 6'10 point guard and a 7'2 center, and both are uber talented. That's a huge advantage, a unique advantage for Philadelphia.
And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. Here's Thibault. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Outside, Simmons. From 15 feet away, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Capella. Outside, Bogdanovich. And he goes in for the dunk.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture. Are you kidding me? Woo! And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Young's shot is off. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. He had Simmons atop the key.
Well, you look at Ben Simmons and that great body of his and the skills of a guard. That is an incredibly unique combination.
Philadelphia shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
You know, after missing his first year out of college due to injury, Ben Simmons ended up winning Rookie of the Year in 2018, proving the wait was worth it.
No good on the second free throw. Young with the ball. He's coming off a 31-point game against New York.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
And Clark standing 6'10". Has there ever been a player Ben Simmons' size or bigger who could handle and pass like this?
I really don't think so, Kevin. Obviously, LeBron is 2 inches shorter and probably 15 pounds heavier. Giannis is more of a scorer than a passer and facilitator. Magic Johnson was the first of the true 6'8"-ish point guards. He might be the closest when you look at Ben Simmons, but man, he's special because of that size and passing ability.
And here is Howard. Shot clock at 5. Here's Simmons. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Simmons got his second bucket.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Bogdanovich looking around. Stolen. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. That gives them the lead.
And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot.
One shot.
That's good from Simmons. Oh, Clark, there's nothing like opening night. Preseason in the rearview mirror. Now the games count for real. Terrific time.
Yeah, exciting for everybody because hope springs eternal for all teams in the league after you get beyond preseason. And the games do count. They start calculating and documenting W's and L's.
Passes to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. tries it from the top of the key, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
You know, Harris excels really at getting to his spots and then capitalizing, and that's the sign and mark of a very polished offensive player.
Capella, the pass to Bogdanovich. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The 76ers leading by 5. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Hunter kicks to Bogdanovich. Offensive struggles continue, missing again for Philadelphia. They've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Outside, Simmons. Floats one, and the layup is good. Simmons got 9.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Capella finds Young. Back to Capella. Over Embiid. Atlanta again missing. And so Simmons will bring it up for the 76ers. Thibault can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 7. Young up top, guarded by Simmons. Here's the floater. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against Philadelphia.
Pretty obvious Young believes in his ability. A fearless shooter who also does a good job at orchestrating the offense.
That's good from Young. And the last 2 drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
And so Young nails them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Here's Simmons. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Hawks trail by 7. Young taking his time here. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Well, you got to respect the athleticism and the willingness to defend that Simmons has. I mean, he's a skilled shot blocker, too.
They get the rebound. Howard. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Pass to Hunter. He gets that one.
And what I admire about Hunter is that opportunistic attitude. This kid just makes things happen.
And there's the pass to Howard. Young against Simmons. And no good. Good work defensively by Capella. Down low. And Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist by Hunter. Bogdanovich has got 6 points.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Here's Thibault. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And that one's good. Thibault.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Young. And again, it's Atlanta.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Here's Thibault. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Here's Simmons. He feeds it to Howard. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And the 76ers lead by 7.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Young against Simmons. Bogdanovich wide open. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 9.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Simmons is driving inside. I'm telling you, he's going to sky up for the flush. Getting to the bucket in no time.
Young outside. Pass to Collins. Goes up on the wing. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Guys, the passing ability and IQ of Ben Simmons, both amazing.
Young against Simmons. Bobbed up there for Collins. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Harris outside. Fires from deep. Atlanta with the rebound. Young outside. Takes a 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Jumps up. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
Harris looking it over. And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul.
You know, after the Sixers were knocked out in the second round for the second straight year, there was some speculation, and I think unmerited, whether Brett Brown might be let go as head coach. The players voiced their support and made the decision easier to bring him back, and I think it was the right one. He's done a fantastic job as the leader of the Sixers.
And Coach Brown, Clark, captained the ship through some real rough times in the beginning.
And, you know, Kevin, I think for that reason and the job he's done here recently, he's earned the right to see this thing through. It's a result-oriented profession. I know that, and I understand it.
Take a break.
But this is a team built to contend, and that's the expectation, and I'd like to see Brett Brown have a chance to bring it to full fruition.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know what? Still a consistent double-double threat every game is Howard, wanting to prove how valuable he is.
Jones checked in for Atlanta. And both free throws good for Howard.
A big X factor for the Sixers, I think, will be the development of Ben Simmons' jump shot. He's got to become at least a threat as a perimeter shooter if they're going to have a chance to win it all.
Young passes to Capella.
You know, it's really hard to match up against Clint Capella's height and length. I mean, sometimes you got to foul it.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They also haven't been afraid to take it strong to the hoop early on tonight. I like that.
He's off on the first.
And, you know, one of the things you admire most about Clint Capella is that he plays to his strengths. He doesn't do stuff that he can't do. An athletic big man who, in that way, is similar to DeAndre Jordan.
Good on the second free throw. Now Curry. Pass to Embiid. Back to Curry. From deep. A new 14 for the 76ers.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Pass to Gallinari. A floater. It's hauled in by Harris.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Simmons dishes to Embiid. Young against Simmons. Shots good from Young. Young's got his second bucket tonight.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
Simmons against Young from 12 feet out. And Embiid throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Young's shot is off.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Boy, Joel Embiid with the throwdown. Athletic, 7 feet tall, one of the best dunkers in the league.
And it's blocked by Simmons.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
He dishes it to Howard. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Simmons against Young. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Atlanta again missing. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We'll return shortly. A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a welfare orphanage in Switzerland. He said he never imagined he'd come this far.
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about that far. I always said it's even past my dreams. I mean, now I'm just living the moment, trying to work hard, as hard as I can, and just enjoy the present. Enjoy the present.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Milton in at the three, the small forward.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Curry with the bounce pass. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. The dish to Embiid. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Embiid's got the lead up to 9 now for Philadelphia.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now, here is Gallinari. Back to Capella in the corner. Herter with it. 5 to shoot. Launches it. It's hauled in by Harris.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Evan?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. The 76ers leading by 11. Here's Curry. It doesn't go for him. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Here's Herter. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
The 11-footer. Rebound by the Hawks.
You know, guys, it's not surprising to hear that Joel Embiid gets a lot of inspiration from Hall of Famer Hakeem Olajuwon. Both came to the game late. Both represent the continent of Africa. And Embiid really kind of modeled his game after Hakeem, and that's a heck of a model.
Curry on the wing. Capella covering. Harris misses off the right iron. The Hawks trail by 11. Herter passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
How about the force from Clint Capella? When he's got good position inside, he's throwing it down.
And when he first came to America, you know, what a great story this is. Embiid's coach in Cameroon sent him a DVD of Hakeem's highlights.
And that was a good start for Embiid, and good work by you, Kevin, to dig up that factoid. Very nicely done. But you're right, Embiid said he watched that tape every day for 3 years, and you can see evidence of him watching that tape and how he plays.
Here's Jones. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Gallinari kicks to Young. Here's Capella. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Young passes to Capella. Dishes it to Gallinari, and that's going to be a travel. Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Second, Joel Embiid, and of course, Clint Capella.
But these guys are always around the hoop, always with a nose for the ball. A dominant season inside for both.
And the pass to Harris. Pass to Curry. And the call will be against Damian Jones. That's his first foul. Alec Burks checked in for Philadelphia. Here's Simmons, and then Simmons slams it in.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Young dishes to Gallinari. He kicks it to Capella. 6 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And, you know, you look at the way Clint Capella's offensive role has expanded the last few years. He's great in the pick and roll as an option at the top of the key, and he's actually seeing more and more touches as a finisher at the rim. The next step in his development, being a back-to-the-basket scorer.
That's good from Capella. And with Capella, Clark, the numbers don't lie. He is a big factor on offense now.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I mean, his hands have gotten better. That's not something you can always see in a big guy, is improvement in his hands, but he's gotten better in catching and finishing. I love the way he moves and is always ready for the pass. He catches some tough stuff in traffic, and he gives you all of this at the offensive end with high-level defense, too.
Clark, if you were a coach on a team, what would you want to see from a guy by the end of his rookie season in the NBA?
You know, Kevin, I won't be specific because I think it's more general in my estimation. Owning his development, whatever that means, embracing how he's going to get better. If it's a particular area of the game, yes, but understanding the professionalism of work ethic and developing good habits and really owning that. That's what I would want to see.
Back to Young. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 8.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Simmons against Young. Here's Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 5 assists in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And they're moving it up. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Herter passes to Young. The 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Hunter's checked in for Atlanta. Bogdanovich comes in for Kevin Herter. Howard's checked in for Philadelphia. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Green's checked in.
And let's take a look now at Joel Embiid's numbers. Coming off a terrific season, 2nd in rebounding, 4th in scoring, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And looking back at last season, his complete dominance on the boards to rank number 2 overall. Absolutely remarkable. Shots good from Young.
This is what the crowd comes to see. Young has that it factor.
This is it to Howard. Young against Simmons. And what a finish!
Good.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Young from outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react.
Outside, Simmons. Feeds to Embiid over Young. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 7th assist here tonight. Bogdanovich against Perks. Bogdanovich passes to Young. They get it back. Capella and Embiid with the block.
Yeah, good energy and awareness that time by Embiid to deny that shot.
The Hawks have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And that one falls for Collins.
Out of Wake Forest, John Collins quickly emerging as a top-notch scorer. A tremendous finisher, and his range extends out beyond the arc.
And so Collins nails both of them. And players with big numbers on losing teams can be accused of empty stats. So, Greg, you take Collins's with a grain of salt?
You look at his field goal percentage, high 50s. He's not just a high usage player. He is highly efficient.
Outside, Bogdanovich. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Dwight Howard.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
The Hawks have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. First one falls for him. Analytics, Clark, are such a major factor for coaching staffs and scouting staffs, and plenty of micro-analysis to go around. But some statistics can actually be a little bit misleading, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin, and you can torture the numbers to say whatever you want them to say, so you have to be careful. I think there's a great place for analytics in the game. It's very useful in some areas, but you have to balance it. There has to be a blend there. Take, for instance, shot block. Just because you don't block a shot, that sometimes can dismiss what changing shots do to a team's defense or for a team's defense. The number of threes being taken. Effective field goal percentage is more important than raw field goal percentage because of threes.
Philadelphia leading by 14. Poked loose. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Hunter. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Kicks it to Howard. Outside, Simmons. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 12 in the game.
That's big boy strength, real big boy strength. Embiid is so good at fighting through whatever challenges the defenses present.
Simmons against Young. Kept alive by Atlanta. And it's Capella missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
For Philadelphia, they have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts. That's good from Simmons. The Hawks trail by 17. Young outside. Outside Collins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And Embiid with the block.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Howard's shot is good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Young passes to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Bobbed up there for Howard. Young with the ball. He's got 14. Pass to Capella. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Young against Simmons. And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. Just 4 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Nailed from three-point land. Bogdanovich has got 4 points this quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Simmons against Young, and Howard with the stuff.
To me, this is Howard's specialty. This is his bread and butter thing here. We all know this guy loves to throw it down whenever he can. And he's pretty good at it.
And here's Young. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Misses the three. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
We played. And I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace. It's what we've been talking about. And I thought our defense, for the most part, was excellent.
A good start. We'll see how they finish. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 24 points, 9 assists, and 3 rebounds. He's clearly shaken off his mediocre performance from their last game as he has been dominant in the first half tonight. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
With everything Ben Simmons gives you, the scoring is gravy. But in the first half, he was aggressive with his offense, getting his shots to go down. A welcome sight for this team.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Hawks?
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster. Without major improvements defensively, this game is over.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
The Hawks trail by 16. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Hawks said they were going to be patient when they rebuilt their team, and they were going to do it through the draft, and they've stuck to that script. Now, Trae Young is probably the biggest name, but Atlanta's added a lot of great young talent the last 3 years. There's John Collins, Kevin Huerter, and in 2019, the Hawks added 3 more good young players in the draft. DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, and Bruno Fernando. Things are looking up in Atlanta.
I would think so, too. On paper, it looks good. We'll see if it materializes. D.A., thank you as always. That one is off. And he may not have gotten the same attention as some of the other picks back in the 2017 draft, Greg, but John Collins out of Wake Forest has been outstanding thus far in his career.
Really one of the league's best kept secrets. Tremendous athleticism, also great hands, and just has a knack for moving to the open spot around that rim.
Here's Capella. The pass to Hunter. Knocked loose. Bogdanovich dishes to Collins. Pass to Bogdanovich. Young against Simmons. Clock at 6. Shots good from Young. Young's got 16 points.
And the work ethic coming into play there. Yeah, I like how Young can just focus on the task at hand.
Here's Thibault. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the Atlanta Hawks. Clark, you were so prolific in so many areas of the game. Which part of basketball came the easiest for you?
I think the rebounding piece. I always had a knack for sniffing out missed shots and had the size and timing and hands to chase down rebounds. But that was probably the strength of my game and the most unique part of it at an early age. And then the ball handling. My dad was 6'4" in the 50s, which meant you pretty much played inside, and he drummed into my head and my heart. Make sure you can handle that ball. So from the time I started playing, I was dribbling and making sure I could handle it, and it served me well during my playing career.
And the second free throw, good. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. 17-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Now the feed to Collins. Over Howard. Shot by Collins, no good. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Simmons left side. Passes it to Howard. Here's Thibault. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 7 rebounds in the game. Harris against Young. Bogdanovich left side. He kicks to Capella. The Hawks working the ball around from deep 3-point range. Come on. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession.
And checking out the numbers for Bogdanovich. Last season's performance for him. Last year averaged 14 points per game, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Just 5 to shoot. Young. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Young's got 4 this quarter.
Capella is getting better at sharing the ball, wanting to improve that part of his game.
Lobbed up there for Howard. It's tipped. Stolen by Collins. It's Young on the wing. Guarded by Simmons. 14 feet away. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The 76ers leading by 15. Lays it up and banks it in. Simmons got 28.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Feeds to Bogdanovich. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
Simmons looking it over. High arcing shot, and he gets it to go. Simmons got 30.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Bogdanovich finds Capella. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid. Here's Harris. Howard trying to free himself up. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Bogdanovich passes to Collins. Here's Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
Philadelphia leading by 17. Here's Thibault. Again, Philadelphia.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Rejected by Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
Here's Simmons. And oh, he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Young from outside sinks the triple. Young's got 21 in the game.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Here's Thibault. He is covered by Bogdanovich. Pass to Simmons. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And stolen by Simmons. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. And Howard with the stuff.
Great timing and recognition as Howard is able to go up for the alley-oop.
The Hawks trail by 20. Bogdanovich passes to Hunter. Outside Collins. There's the pass to Young. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Pass to Thibault. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Yeah, and checking out some stats here for Ben Simmons. Great showing for him last season. 6th in assists, 15th in field goal percentage. And he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everyone involved. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up. You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively, and he's been absolutely relentless.
Passes it to Capella. Outside Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, while we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. 4th, Joel Embiid.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
And the first one drops. Mark, the relationship between referees and players reaching a fever pitch. What can be done to smooth those waters and mend those fences?
Well, I think first and foremost, players have to give. Both sides have to give in this equation, but I think it's incumbent upon the players to accept and respect the position of the officials, and the officials have to also be willing to engage in interacting well with the players. It's a two-way street, but I think most of that is on the players because they have to control how they respond to officials more than officials have to respond to the players.
Atlanta calls timeout. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number and he knows it.
Hawks trail by 20. Young passes to Fernando. Young against Curry. From 12 feet out in Atlanta again with the bucket.
A high-level shot maker. Just a threat the moment he crosses half court. Young gun.
Curry kicks to Simmons. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 6. And the call will be against Harris. That's foul number 2 for him. And Collins has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 18. Here's Young. And Embiid pulls it down. Philadelphia's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Pass to Harris. Back to Curry. Now Embiid. 12 points for him. Shots good by Simmons.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Young outside. Another miss by Young. Philadelphia leading by 20. Right side Curry. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Curry. 14 points for Joel Embiid.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Gallinari inside the three-point line. The Hawks again can't hit. Curry looking around. The pass to Harris. Curry against Young. A floater, and the layup good by Curry. Curry's got his first basket of the night.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Collins passes to Herter. 1:46 left in the third quarter. Fernando. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Outside, Simmons. Pass to Embiid. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Passes to Herter. Harris against Gallinari. Simmons with the defensive effort.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Burks finds Embiid. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, guys, it's crazy to think that Joel Embiid once considered quitting the game. I mean, his first practice at Kansas, a senior dunked on him so hard he went to the coach and said, maybe I should get out of this stuff. Luckily, the coach talked him down, and now we see one of the best in the league.
And he knocks down the first one.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Labissière's checked in for Collins. And the 76ers also making a change. Milton's checked in. And Embiid drops them both.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Fernando. Offline with his 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Curry passes to Embiid. Good on the bucket. Embiid's got 18 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
On its way from Young for 2, and he hits the jumper for 2. Young's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And that's just something that Young excels at. And boy, a joy to watch this guy shoot the ball.
And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Philadelphia finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Taking a look at the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Alec Burks, and it's Milton in at the small forward position. Offensive rebound. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the 76ers. Here's Herter. Now the pass to Young. Shoots it. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. He can't hit that time. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Gallinari against Burks. The kick out to Young. Puts it up from 17. Burks pulls it in. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the 76ers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Here's Harris. And Labissiere sends it back.
Got to be cautious and careful when Labissiere is in the area. I mean, his shot blocking skills, superb.
Here's Herter. From the arc. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Burks' shot is good.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Young dishes to Gallinari. Pass to Labissiere. The max contract didn't exist when you were playing. Is it something that should be up for debate?
Well, it's a function of the economics of the league now, and in theory, there's some reasons why you have max contracts, because a guy has earned that opportunity, a way to keep a star player or a max contract player with the same team, I think is part of the reasoning behind it. I mean, debating it and talking about it is probably something that makes some sense. If you're thinking about getting rid of it, I'm not so sure.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Shot's good from Young.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Curry kicks to Harris. Burks looking around. Shot, high post. Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Boy, that long reach of Embiid's paying dividends there, guys. An absolute machine on the offensive glass.
Young against Curry. Labissiere, the pass to Gallinari. Off target with his three.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Harris, good.
There's no way you can minimize his concentration. Excellent focus in finding a way to score that time by Harris.
Young finds Labissiere. Gallinari outside. Young from outside connects from three-point range. Young's got 16 points here in the second half.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Passes it to Harris. Clark, do you think we in the media overemphasize championship rings when talking about an individual player's legacy?
Yeah, I think when you talk about an individual player's legacy, a player can be a champion without a championship ring. I know there's another level of champion which includes a championship ring, and sometimes it gets distorted in my estimation because an individual only has so much impact on a team being a championship team. There are no individual team champions. Teams win championships. Being a key player or a role player on the championship team is certainly worthy of recognition and being held in high esteem, but I don't like to see championship caliber players being diminished in the court of public opinion because they didn't win a team championship ring.
Like Stockton and Malone.
Exactly. You could go down the list, a number of guys who just weren't, for whatever reason, able to get the ultimate in a team championship, but had championship Hall of Fame careers.
Vince Carter, who's checked in for the Hawks. Reddish comes in for Young. Green taking his time here. Smith outside. Inside, picked off in midair. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Reddish, and Reddish with the slam.
Well, so often we see this, transition buckets off turnovers.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
Outside, Green. To the paint, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Yeah, I like the fact that Howard is really good at staying aggressive when he knows he's hot, in attack mode on the offensive end.
Pass to Labissiere. Back to Herter. Clark, here's kind of an interesting perspective question for you. How much of making it to the NBA is talent? How much of it is the work you put into it?
Kevin, if I were to give this a ratio, I would probably say 65% talent, 35% work ethic, because you have to have a level of unique giftedness to be an NBA player. Many can work really hard and not be NBA caliber. So I think there's, I tilt that 65-35 talent to work ethic.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Howard dishes to Green. Back to Howard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the 76ers. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Monday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards.
And it's going to be home game after home game after home game for this group. So they got a great chance to string together a number of wins given how strong they've been playing.
And the first one at the line is good. The Hawks making a switch here. Dedmon's checked in. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Hey, Clark, the NBA moved the presentation of the MVP award to after the conclusion of the finals. You like that?
Yes and no. I think you have two separate awards. You could have a playoff MVP or a finals MVP, which we have. And then you have a regular season MVP. The MVP is for the body of work done during the regular season. So I think there should be a clear separation between the two, quite honestly. So, no, I don't like it.
At least you're honest, Clark. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Dwight Howard. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
The free throw drops for Dedmon. Good on both. For Philadelphia, they've gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Now here is Smith, defended by Labissiere. Smith kicks to Green. And the pass to Scott. Howard trying to free himself up. Tries again and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Carter looking around. Here's Herter. Sinks the three-pointer.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. For a couple years now, the NBA has released the last 2 minutes report detailing missed calls in any game. Does it hurt the officials to have that information out there?
I don't think it hurts. It's not always comfortable, but I like the transparency of the move. I really do. I think when we're transparent about the human nature of what we do as broadcasters or referees or players or coaches, I think it makes for a better product. So I'm in favor of that.
Thibault, the pass to Simmons. Out to Harris. Lets it go with the three. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Yeah, the first half was 1 to deep 6 or forget. But in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
Here's Young. Offline with the baseline jumper. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. Harris outside. Back to Simmons. And they double up Simmons. Out to Harris. A 3-ball. Rebound Atlanta. Pass to Hunter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Pass to Embiid. Mark, it feels like we're seeing more and more of this, but bench celebrations and reactions at both college and pro levels.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? I think it's an outgrowth of the social media platform.
You're right. I agree.
I think there's no question, because anything that can be done that's creative and fun is going to find a life on social media and maybe go viral. And guys know that. They're aware. I mean, this generation has grown up with social media, so they understand that they could be seen beyond just the arena if they do something pretty clever.
And you and I are sitting over here watching it. We're laughing as much as anybody else, aren't we?
Oh, I'm not denying that it's fun. I love seeing it, actually, but on occasion it does get a little carried away.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, you can't be overzealous inside when you guard Young. You got to be better at contesting without fouling.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls, and Atlanta will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella. Labissiere comes in for Collins. Carter, he's checked in for Hunter. And it's Reddish in for Bogdanovich. And so Young nails them both. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Philadelphia.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ben Simmons.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Robinson misses.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now, here is Smith. Outside Robinson. Pass to Korkmaz. He feeds it to Scott. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Smith. Offensive rebound. There's the pass to Korkmaz. Outside Robinson. Back to Smith. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Danny, a strong defensive effort both individually and team. Now, how comfortable are you at that end of the floor now, knowing that you can make things tough on the opposition?
Well, we want to make them take tough shots. We're not comfortable at any point defensively, but we got to continue to be active and be aggressive and get our hands on loose balls.
It's been the mark of the Spurs for a long time, Danny. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.